No toll hikes for now, and cybercrimes continue to surge this year. Those are the headlines. Good evening. You're watching News On 2. Now, the government has given its assurance that there will be no toll hike in the years to come. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng said the government will be able to save more than 5 billion ringgit to compensate in not imposing any toll hikes, according to the agreement with highway toll concessionaires. According to Lim, the 6.2 billion ringgit bid to take over 4 highway concessionaires, a deal that would save taxpayers 5.3 billion ringgit in compensation to the concessionaires, will also incur a saving of 180 million ringgit a year. The 4 are Lebuh Damansara Puchong or LDP, Sistem Penyuraian Traffic KL Barat or SPRINT, Lebuh Shah Alam or KESAS, and Smart Tunnel or SMART.
Sekiranya semua berjalan lancar, dapat disetujui dalam bulan 9-10 tahun depan, kita boleh lihat pengurangan kadar tol untuk keempat Lebuh Raya ini. Nah, sekiranya formula ini boleh jalan, ini kita akan lihat untuk tol atau Lebuh Raya yang lain.
He added that the takeover of the 4 tolled highways is a pilot project as part of an ongoing effort to lessen the people's burden by reducing the toll rates at specific hours, with rates reduced by 5, 10 and 15 and up to 30% during non-peak hours and a normal rate during the peak hours. He was met after attending the ministry's Hari Raya Aidilfitri event at Complex Customs Seberang Jaya in Pulau Pinang foyer this morning. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail today voiced her concern over the surge of cybercrimes in Malaysia. The Deputy Premier said that these cases have caused a loss of 40.7 million ringgit for the first 5 months of the year. The total is above the overall loss of 40.5 million ringgit last year.
Saya percaya sudah sampai masanya MCBF bekerja bersama-sama dengan pihak-pihak yang berkaitan, termasuk Bank Negara dan Suruhanjaya Security dalam usaha meningkatkan pencegahan jenayah penipuan e-kewangan ini.
The Deputy Premier said this after launching the Malaysia Crime Prevention Foundation Aidilfitri celebration in Shah Alam, Selangor. Malaysia has incurred losses of up to 153 million ringgit caused by cyber crimes between January and May of this year. Commenting on the Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamed's suggestion to introduce online business tax, Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah said further discussions would be held together with the Prime Minister and the ministries involved. In another development, Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah said that the proposal to increase the yearly amount of grant provided by the government for each rukun tetangga will be considered. She said that various matters should be taken into account before it is approved, which includes the government's financial ability and its current implementation requirements.
Kita pertimbangkan banyak juga ya, dan dia ada prioriti apa yang Menteri Keuangan perlukan. Jadi kita nak tengoklah apakah prioriti yang kita pertimbang untuk kita nak bagi mana-mana peruntukan untuk banyak kementerian. Memang macam saya pun memang nak juga banyak peruntukan yang ditingkatkan. Jadi kita tengok prioriti lah. Sekarang ni kalau 30%, kalau dah tengok macam if they're not performing, you cannot increase.
The Deputy Premier said that each KTR receives a 6,000 ringgit grant each year to manage its activities. Students in 3 other schools in Pasir Gudang, Johor are also reported to be experiencing vomiting and passing out symptoms today. Now, the latest school was Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Taman Nusa Damai, Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung KOPK and SMK Taman Bukit Dahlia. To date, there was no confirmation on the number of students infected, but it was understood that the incident took place during the morning session. Some of the victims had been taken to the Pasir Gudang Municipal Council Stadium to be given early treatment. Prior to this, the stadium was used by the authorities as a monitoring operations center for the cases. State Health, Culture and Heritage Committee Chairman Muhammad Akuzan Abu Bakar, meanwhile, said he would make an announcement on development on the incident after meeting with the committee dealing with the issue. All the patients who received treatment at the Sultan Ismail Hospital And the Pasir Gudang Health Clinic, after complaining of breathing difficulties since last Thursday, have been allowed to return home last night. Johor Menteri Besar Datuk Dr. Shahrudin Jamal said the cause of the incident is still under investigation.
Itu kami masih siasat, memang kami pun tak dapat pastikan sebetulnya berapa hari diperlukan. Kita masih tunggu sampel darah daripada pesakit. Dari situ nanti kita dapat tahulah punca sebenar dia apa.
The blood sample of the victims who were treated since Thursday is expected to be received tomorrow. On Thursday, a total of 15 victims aged 7 to 12 fell ill after suffering from breathing difficulties and bouts of vomiting. Last Thursday, 15 individuals, including religious school students, had symptoms of vomiting and shortness of breath, up to 6 of them receiving treatment at the hospital. 2 more students were sent to the health clinic last Friday. The bodies of 5 orang asli from the Batik tribe who were believed to have died of measles were given a final prayer at the Tengku Faiz Petra Mosque, Gua Musang, before being buried at the Kampung Kuala Ko Muslim Cemetery today. Now, the funeral prayer was led by Imam Tua Uthman Fauzi and joined by more than 20 representatives of the various government departments and agencies in the direct and in the district, including the religious officer of the Kelantan Islamic Religion and Malay Customs Council, or MAIC, Murtada Abdullah. The epidemic that hit the Batik tribe for more than 1 month had killed 15 people from Kampung Kuala Ko, while another 112 were infected with measles and receiving treatment at the clinics nearby. 14 of the 15 bodies had been exhumed, including those who were buried according to the tribal customs, for examination at the Gua Musang Hospital to determine the cause of infection. Murtada told the media after the funeral prayers that Mai had been appointed right from the start to manage all the bodies, from the funeral prayers right up to the burial. He said all the transactions after the completion of the autopsy at the hospital were borne by Mike and everything went according to schedule. Meanwhile, Kuala Ko OCBD Superintendent Muhammad Taufik Maidin said Kampung Kuala Ko was still designated as a red zone area. Now, a woman believed to be mentally unsound was arrested by police in Taman Impian in Pulau Pinang after she turned aggressive and threw acid on her niece and a policeman, but both missed their targets. Now, Seberang Perai Tengah District Police Chief ACP Nik Ros Ashan Nik Abdul Hamid said in the 4:47 p.m. incident, police received a call from the niece informing them that her 51-year-old aunt, a single mother of 1, was in a rage and acting aggressively. Following the call, a police mobile patrol vehicle team was sent over to the scene. Upon reaching the scene, the policeman asked the woman to come out of the house, and moments later she rushed out and attacked them while brandishing 3 pieces of knives. ACP Nik Ross on Saturday night said policemen tried to calm her down but failed, and the situation went out of control when she flung the knives at them but missed. The suspect then tried to flee in her Proton Saga car and while driving out rammed into one of the policemen's motorcycle. The policeman then fired a warning shot at the back tire, but the woman kept driving before she lost control and crashed into another car in the area. When a policeman tried to open the car door, the woman threw acid in his direction but missed as well before she was arrested and sent to the Bukit Mertajam Hospital for treatment. A dental technician was charged at the Johor Magistrates Court today for alleged murder of his girlfriend, whose body was found in a box on the 10th of June at Taman Setia Indah in Johor Bahru. No plea was, however, recorded from the accused, Lim Seong Kim, 35, soon after the charge was read to him in front of Magistrate Nur Aisha Ahmad. The victim, Teo Kang Ling, 35, was reported missing since the 29th of May. Her body was then found by the public who passed by the industrial area at Taman Setia Indah. The prosecution was handled by Deputy Public Prosecutor Adila Nur Yahya, while the accused was represented by lawyer G. Ravi. Magistrate Nur Aisha set 29th of August for rebenching of the case. The case is now being charged under Section 302 of the Penal Code. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng said the government is probing the possible existence of monopoly in the cement industry in Sarawak. He said this was in view of the markedly higher cement prices in the Borneo state as compared to those in Peninsular Malaysia. Commenting further in a statement, Lim said the cement is a basic building material and any substantial increase in cement prices will be redistributed into the economy. He also said that this will then affect the buying power of consumers. The minister also noted that Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Minister Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail successfully demonstrated the government's commitment to control the cost of living by restraining cement prices after discussions last week with the companies in the cement industry. He said the measure addressed the public's concern over the possibility of an increase in cement prices by as much as 40% in Peninsular Malaysia, as reported in the media last week. It also eased public concern that the major local producers of cement have abused their market power to raise prices unfairly. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, government assures no toll hikes for now. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more news updates. Until then, I'm Adrian Seat. Thanks for watching.